Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Sean here with Blue Ridge Silverhound. We are continuing on the Blue Ridge Bounty, this time with quarters. So the supply of coin rolls, all from the East Coast, by the way. I'm in California. So this is really good stuff right here from a friend, Mark Love of the channel. Appreciate it again, sir. We are going to go ahead and continue on with the Blue Ridge Bounty, if you guys are brand new to it. Essentially, we build up a pot of money to be given away after the end of the month to one lucky recipient, and that person will receive their money by like PayPal, or maybe I'd send them a money order or whatever method of delivery. But it's a good way to kind of reward a lot of folks because I'll be doing it every month this year. This is gonna be a regular thing. A good way to reward back you folks, for watching my videos. And we look for varieties, errors, key dates, in this case West Point quarters, silver. I award money on all that stuff. Okay. And as of this video, or based off of last video, you guys saw the $50 I ripped on video. Our Blue Ridge Bounty starting total for this video is $50.50. We got a few short days left in the month of January. Let's see if we can get this thing well over $100. But we are going to go ahead and crack open half a case of quarters. Probably not all of it because we're trying to stay within like 30-minute time period. But let's go ahead and see what we got here. This is actually half of a case. I believe there's about, 25 rolls or somewhere around there. So I'm looking forward to it. So I want to thank you guys for joining in, and let us see. Mark did a really great job at the taping of this box. So without slicing my hand open, we are going to make an attempt to get some of these rolls out of here. And it's proving very difficult. And you're like, come on, Blue. Make it happen, Captain. There we go. All right, so we could open up the ends here, and these are all fresh NF String and Sun rolls. As you can see, these are not brand new, solid dates, but you never know. We could find some DDOs, DDRs in there. So let's go ahead and do 10 rolls. Hopefully that should be enough for the video to get us started, and we're going to be doing Blue Ridge Bounty videos every single day, maybe twice a day. As we get closer, let me go ahead and move the rest of this aside. And then we'll just go ahead and stack her all here. In addition, Mr. Love had sent us a full sealed Guam roll, 2019 Guam quarters, in which he has found some whatchamacallits, West Points. So we have one of those as well, and we'll try that out there to kind of cap off the month of January. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive right into it. And we'll kind of go through them fast, and what I'll do is I'll recap them. If there's anything notable, I'll post it in the end of the video. But as far as what we're paying out here, I collect 83s, both Philadelphia and Denver. For every one I do find, I will pay out $1 for each one. Varieties, I will pay out, how much? $2.50 for each one that we come across. And then something like this. I don't know if you can see it. You see the early progression of a die chip that usually takes place there. You can kind of see a little bit of the crackling nature there. But on the Cumberland Island, there's a die chip that forms pretty big that connects the eagle, or not eagle, it's not an eagle, a crane, I would suppose, crane wing to this inner line here. Let me see if this is indeed one of those progressions. I do see a line as if there was a crack forming, but you never know. A little bit of a progression. An early progression. I tell you what, For that one right there, let's get, yeah, because you can see the beginning stages of a crack. I know it's kind of like not meaningless, but hey, let's go ahead and kick it off with $2.50 to the bounty pool. So we're at $53. Hey, there you go. Let's go ahead and start her off with that there, and then let's see what else we could find. So, there's one of my favorites, Harper's Ferry. This little section here of little window panes, there's a lot of doubling that happens in here, and it's all attributed, I believe, on Variety Vista. And that's the Philadelphia. Let's go ahead and see if we got anything here. I don't think I see anything on this one. Those little windows are tiny, so yeah, I don't see anything on this one. Although on the last batch that we did, I did find a couple of them, which was quite nice. So maybe we'll find some of those spitting eagles too, the die clash that everybody seems to love. Okay, so we got an 83. Let's go ahead and add $1 to the Blue Ridge bounty pool. So we are up to $54. Already off to a decent start. I like that. I like it when things come together. So you'll see me speed up a little bit as we go, only because if we're trying to get through 10 rolls, and me, as far as a roll hunter, when I'm not doing it on video, I take my sweet fat time going through these rolls. Only because I don't want to miss anything. So that's the important part. But as far as all the stuff that we can see and visibly identify on the video, we will do so. That's a nice Ellis Island there. And then we have a Connecticut. All right, last little bit of roll number 1. And I'm trying to aim for 30 minutes. So if we get dangerously close, I might be cutting it into another video. So we'll do a part 2 video today. And then maybe we'll add in more rolls to that one. Bombay Hook is 82. Although this has a bunch of stuff on there. It looks like it could be glue. Yeah, there is a bunch of glue. It's a bunch of glue. Right, see, this backside right here is super flat right there. But it does trick a lot of people, doesn't it? Just wanted to make sure. All right, so these are all circulated quarters, which is perfect. That's why I like hunting. And there you go. So roll 1 is out of the way. Let's go ahead and jump into roll number 2. Again, thank you all for your support and patronage to Blue Ridge Silverhound. Appreciate it. Some of you probably aren't digging on the old coin roll hunting videos that I'll be cramming out here. Speaking of which, there's another 83, this time a Philly. I think the other one was a Philly as well. So we'll add $1 to the bounty pool. So we're up to $55. There's another one right there, 83D. Okay, so we'll go ahead and bump it up to $56. We are making pretty good headway so far. $56. I gotta make sure I don't forget. Do not forget. Or else I have to go back and watch the video. And again, there's bicentennial. Everybody's favorite early commemorative. Predates the statehood quarter program. Oh, another 83. Okay, let's go ahead and bump it up to $57 on the bounty pool. This is turning out to be quite the roll for the bounty pool edition. Yeah. No extra leaf, darn. It's a Denver too, it would have been right. Blue Ridge Parkway. 72D. I don't think there's anything with that one. Okay, here's our first 2019 Philly. There's another Wisconsin Philly. And we have an old Gettysburg from 2011. This one's in really good shape. I like it. Kind of a tough date to find, in nice shape these days. Considering it's officially, as of this year, in a 10-year-old coin. It's just so hard to believe. Speaking of which, how about Hot Springs? The very first quarter, National Park quarter, that is, that came out. Pretty nice. There's another Cumberland Island, this time with a very, very clean wing. Nothing right there. Yeah, no progression, no starting of anything. Okay, coming up to a close of roll number 2. Here's another Harper's Ferry. I'll tell you what, I'll just put those aside. There's the 88. All right, let's go ahead and jump into roll number 3. Let's see, if I spent 3 minutes per roll, I think we're good there. Now, I wouldn't think that I would be spending any more time than that. Maybe I'll ratchet it up a little bit, go a little bit quicker. There's 65, pretty well worn. 90. There's another Philadelphia Apostle, 86. Nevada. And there's a myriad of other double-to-dies to look for on some of these statehood quarters and some of these national parks. So definitely keep an eye out for those as well as you're going through these. And again, all the attributions are online for your consideration. There's another Harper's Ferry. I'm going to put that together. The Harper's Ferry, there's another 83p. So let's go ahead and add another $1. So that brings us up to 58 bucks. Okay. 94. What is this one here? Oh, that's a good looking New Hampshire. Not too bad. If only I don't really need any of the state quarters. I have a number of full BU sets of those. There's Ellis Island. Here is a Nebraska, Massachusetts. Let's see, 86 and a 95. And we have a 90 and a Georgia. All right, and here's the last little bit of roll number, whatever this is. 3. Roll number 3. Okay, so we got North Carolina, North Dakota, another North Dakota, this time the National Park version. Here is a 65. Pretty decent shapes. It's not incredibly worn slick like a bunch of other 65s I've seen. There's another American Memorial Park, Philadelphia, 96, 77, and an Old Man the Mountain. Okay, roll number 4. We're doing A-okay, ladies and gentlemen. Where's our bounty at? $58. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see how we could add to that. For sure, we're going to add to it. Of course, believe me, I'll be going through all of these for die rotation errors, that sort of thing. It is a thing, in case you're wondering. All right, we got Rhode Island. There's 86. There's another 83. All right, so the 83s have been doing this pretty well. So we're up to $59 on the bounty pull. All right, Colorado and Tennessee. I'm just kind of curious. When was the last time any of you have found silver in a quarter roll? It's been quite some time for me. I think I've received more of them in change than I have actually going through bank rolls. Bank rolls are a little bit tough. There's 71D. There's North Dakota, Glacier. That's one you don't see that often either. All right, 85, and what's this one? Iowa. And our last little bit of roll number 4. North Carolina. Yeah, I would say ever since the beginning of the statehood quarter program, again, I've said this before, it's really diluted down quarters in general. That's why you don't see too many silver. I mean, it's not like we found an overabundance of silver prior to 1999. A lot of you junior woodchuck, coin roll hunters probably weren't even around in 1999. But it used to be that, for every $500 box or thereabouts, because I used to do a lot of coin roll hunting back in my high school days, but every $500 or so that you went through, normally you would be good for about 2 or 3 silvers, at least where I lived at. Not so much anymore. That's few and far between. That's our one really deep shine right there. Oh, it's a Denver, of all things. George Rogers Clark. '94. North Dakota. There's 97D. Maryland. There's a Wisconsin Denver. Have never found a high or low leaf. Wisconsin going through rolls. Of course, a major amount of them were distributed in Texas and Oklahoma area. We have a guy on our live stream, Coin Q&A, that has found a few of those, and he lives in Texas. So that is no surprise at all that he found a few of those, as expected. All right. Nothing much to speak of from this roll. Let's see. Oregon's have the extra limbs. That and, what is it? Minnesota, if I'm not mistaken. Or the 2 state quarters where you can... Well, that's a decent looking Mount Hood from the first year. There's an Apostle. Yeah, it is Minnesota National Park, or state quarters rather, where you can find the extra trees in the background. Okay, and then here's our last little bit of roll number 5. There's our Delaware. Is it a spitter? Does not appear so. It would be on the Philadelphia, though. And the spitting horse Delaware is a 66. I'll put that aside. There's a really nice double die opportunity there, I believe, on a reverse. Yeah, it's simply just a die crack for that one. All right, so we are officially over the halfway point of this break. Still at $59 for the Blue Ridge Bounty Pool, which is a nice little bit. Nebraska, yeah. What's the other one I'm pulling aside? Homesteads, right? Homestead Philadelphia's for the doubled window panes or double pump handle. All right, so there's our, I would have to say we have found, this is our 7th 83. Nice haul. Wow. All right, so we're up to 60 bucks, guys. $60. Yeah, you guys are probably thinking to yourself, wait, you save 83s? Yeah, for the umpteenth time, what I do is I assemble full rolls of 83s, mixed Denvers and Philadelphia's, and I have someone that I've known for about 5 years that buys them in quantity, for no particular reason, only because he knows how limited some of those are, and sometimes he'll come across BU examples. He buys them from a few different people, but he'll only buy 1,000 coins at a time, and he won't pay unless he had 1,000 coins in a shot. So, yeah, you gotta make sure that he gets what he needs, and then you get paid. Okay, that's a decent looking bicentennial there. It's a Philadelphia, but you know. All right, and here's the last little bit of roll number 6. And then we'll head off into roll number 7. So, Mount Rushmore, there's an 82. Montana. That, another 85. There's the 83. Philadelphia. So let's go ahead and bring the bounty pool up to 61 doll hairs. 61 doll hairs. There's another 66. We'll check that out here momentarily. A few last quarters. And a lull. All right. Let's go ahead and on to the next one here. I'm waiting for like a silver edge to rear its ugly head. One day I will capture that on video, and then it'll be a magical experience for a lot of us. They're like, wow, silver really does exist in quarters. I mean, if you put it out there in the universe, it certainly could. But let's see. I am ready for an interesting coin to talk about. We're not quite there yet. That was an Oregon that we passed by. There's an 83. All right, so we're up to $62 on the Blue Ridge Bounty Pool. Wow. At this rate, I'll have enough to sell to my friend. If you guys are wondering if I make a boatload of money off of it, I really don't. After all said and done, I make maybe $125 thereabouts, give or take. And then this last one here is a gooped up 79 gross. Oh, gross, with a little bit of a weakness on the reverse. Maybe a minor strike through of sorts, but that thing is just too grody for words. All right, here's the last little bit of roll number 7. Got a pair of 89s. Yosemite. There you go. First year. And then American Memorial Park. 89. Nevada. There's an 85. It's decent looking 85. There you go. Roll number 8. We're almost there, guys. Okay. 81. Can you guys believe how quickly we've blown through the month of January? Like it was nothing. It was a footnote of 2021. I don't know if that means anything. I know a lot of people are getting their COVID shots and all that stuff, and I've heard just through the grapevine that things will normalize by the summer. God, I hope so. You know, because we could all certainly use some of that normalcy. Man, it's a coin that was in a swimming pool. That green mung funk. Excuse me. Yeah, I've been very, very under the weather here recently. No, I don't have that, in case you're wondering. We do have a homestead. Is it Philly? Sure is. We'll take a look at that here momentarily. Hopefully we have a double pump handle or a double window pane, or, you know, one of those snow on roofs you hear so much about. Little dye chips all over the top of the roof. That was gross. It's a nice, well-worn, well-loved Bicentennial, 98. No chip on that one. No die crack. No spitting horse. That was a clean horse. 82. And that thing. Okay, roll number 9. Looks like we are going to finish as scheduled. Caught you with my hairy arm. There you go. Michigan. Yeah, I haven't really found any Michigan National Park quarters. I've always wanted to come across one, so that way I could see if it's a double to die. Those things are mighty nice. Double to die obverse Michigan National Park quarter, which is which one? It's super windy outside. We had some of the most phenomenal wind overnight. You guys have probably heard of all the big storms that are brewing out here on the West Coast. Yeah, but we had like 40-mile-an-hour winds. We had a neighbor that lost their fence. A lot of tree limbs and all that great stuff. Yeah, it was pandemonium for sure. It's still breezy outside. Not raining, which is good. It was raining all night though. So 65. That's a good looking Illinois right there. Look at that thing. Like the day it was produced. Yeah, Nevada and an 82. Tricked me. I thought it'd be another 83, which would bring our total to 63. What? There it is. There's our $63 coin right there. So we're up to 63. I will double check the count. There's another homestead, and it's a Denver. Nothing there. American Memorial. Boom. 66. Let's put that one aside. 70. Idaho. Indiana. So regular 1970. It's New York and that one. All right. One final roll. Let's go ahead and make it happen. Come on, silver. All right, final roll, guys. We did it. We did okay. Ooh, we got some Denvers in this last roll. What's happening? Apostle Islands, is that it? that Michigan? No, that's Wisconsin. Voyagers? Is that the one? Nope, that's Minnesota. Looking for the Michigan. Harper's Ferry. That's another one there. Good. The more the merrier, and that's a decent looking Wisconsin there too. I'm telling you, there are still nice coins to find out there. With a minimal amount of searching, you could still put together a really nice album full. There's another Harper's, and it is a Philly. Bombay Hook, Delaware. All right, final little third of the whole thing here. And that'll doozer. Colorado. North Carolina. It took me a second. 81. Shenandoah. 86. 70. Mississippi. 67. There's another West Virginia. Massachusetts. And we're going to end it off with a Pictured Rocks, Michigan. There we go. That's the one. Fortunately, it's not a DDO. Unfortunately. I'll have to buy one of those off of eBay. All right, so let me go ahead and take a quick gander at a few of these coins I had set aside. Nothing there on the Oregon. No, nothing there. Let's check out the 66s. The 66 DDR is an inexplicably difficult variety to find. That DDR is worth, and some of the lowest grades, like $800 to $1,000. It's ridiculous. Super, super ridiculous. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at the few homesteads. Actually, we have one homestead, 4 Harper's Ferries. All right, so the one homestead does not have anything. No double window pane, no little die chips anywhere. That's a normal coin. The Harper's Ferries, I got 4 of them that I put aside. Okay, it looks like one of them does have a doubled window pane. The window panes are tiny. Second one does not. The third one does not. That one is satiny looking now. All right, and then the fourth one. Oh yes, that one is a no doubter. I'm not even sure if you guys can see this, but I'm gonna try and put her up there. Not like that, I'm not. See a double window pane right above the door? There's actually 2 panes with an extra doubling there at the bottom of the panes. Those are good ones. All right, so we found 2 Harper's Ferry DDRs, which I'll attribute sometime or another. So we're going to add another $5, $2.50 a piece, to that. So that brings us up to $68. I'd say that's a heck of a haul, guys, for our Blue Ridge Bounty. Going all the way from $50.50 all the way up to $68. This was, I would say, an extremely successful hunt to get us to move that needle. All right, so there you go. That's going to go ahead and conclude this portion of the Blue Ridge Bounty. Again, we are up to $68. Let's see how close we could get to $100 or higher. That's the big idea, is just to blow it out of the water. If it got up to like $200, I'd be happy as a pig in mud, you know, or whatever analogy you want to use. But thank you for joining. I'm your host, Sean, with BlueRidgeSilverhound. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that bell for instant notifications. Coinaholics, we are discovering together. Stay tuned for the next installment of the Blue Ridge Bounty Pool coming up here within the next half a day or so. All right, take care, guys.